The following segments are sponsored by Longworth Productions.
Helping young people. Triad today. Hello everyone, I'm Jim Longworth and welcome to another edition of Triad Today. Coming up later on, our infamous roundtable gets together. We'll see what kind of controversies they get into. But between now and then, some great guests and important information coming your way, including a serious discussion about our hunger problem in this area. But first, let's turn our attention to Black Philanthropy Month and a very special initiative being spearheaded by the good folks, the Community Foundation of Greater Greensboro. We have two very special guests with us right now. On my immediate right, lovely Camille Klutz-Leach. She is co-founder of the Grand Magnolias. I got that right, didn't I?
You did, sir.
And an attorney. You're everything. You wear a lot of hats.
I wear several hats.
Several hats. And then next to Camille is Athan Lindsay. He's Development Officer of the Community Foundation of Greater Greensboro. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I'll just give a note to our director, Lori Bates. I'm going to skip over Camille for just a second and talk to Athan for just a minute. Very quickly, what's the mission of the Community Foundation of Greater Greensboro?
The Community Foundation of Greater Greensboro inspires giving and maximizes opportunities and strengthens communities for present and future generations.
Now, August is, I think you sent me an email and said that August is Black Philanthropy Month. When was that started and why is it important?
Well, Black Philanthropy Month was started in 2011 by Jacqueline Bouvier Copeland. She's a well-known practitioner in the field of philanthropy, and it grew out of just recognizing philanthropy within the African diaspora, people of African descent and their giving,
right.
Just recognizing. And from there, it's just bringing recognition to the fact that there's been a rich history of Black giving, and at the Community Foundation, we've kind of piggybacked onto this national movement.
Absolutely.
As a tie-in to some of our work that we're doing.
Now, I heard something called, and you can explain what this is. I'll give you the three letters ECG for the folks at home. ECG. What does that stand for? What is it? How does it work? Expanded
Community Giving is an initiative at the Community Foundation. It's one of our several initiatives that we focus, but this one is specifically focused on increasing our donors of color. And when we say donors of color, they're racially and ethnically diverse communities, primarily focusing on African American, Asian American, Hispanic, Latino, and Native American communities. And it's just an effort where we're intentionally doing some outreach, some donor education, the 3 E's, what I call expose, educate, and engage. One is to create more exposure within these communities for what the Community Foundation does in recognizing the giving in these communities.
All right, Camille, how has this initiative, how has the program impacted on your own giving?
So I am a member and co-founder of the Grand Magnolias of Greensboro, along with Dr. Karen Schooler. And Athan and ECG, I think it's called, they've been a wonderful community asset around educating and organizing and really talking to our group about how we can tailor our efforts around philanthropy and giving and be more intentional in terms of how we want to use our money and resources.
Now, what impact do you think this is having on the larger Black community? And I mean the community in a wide sense.
I think it's putting the word out. The Black population and Black community as a village of fictive kin, we've always given. This is the opportunity, I think, for us to organize around our giving as well as to publicize how we actually give as a group, as a collective.
Right. Now, we didn't rehearse this part, but very quickly before we lose time, you said the Grand Magnolias, and I skipped over that. What is their mission?
So the Grand Magnolias, we are a group of professional Black women who we're friends, but we also share a love for philanthropy and service. And so we kind of organize ourselves, came together, and so we have a fund with the Community Foundation of Greater Greensboro, and we've done some activities all around the world, actually. And so part of our mission and motto is that we bloom where we're planted, right?
Bloom where we're planted.
If we go
my wife has got a place picked out for me to be planted, but that's a whole
no, that's a different kind of planted.
Now, what is and either of you can answer this, but there are all sorts of ways to give and designate whatever, and you mentioned that your organization has set up a fund. Who gets helped by some of these monies in general, either of you?
Well, generally the communities overall, period. And really from my perspective and working at the foundation, it's a way that we work with all donors and specifically take the Grand Magnolias. They have interest that's probably broad in what they want to support.
Right.
And we like to work with these folks like this and use us as a tool to open funds and be strategic with their giving.
Well, I'll just congratulate both of you. It's just magnificent. Up on screen, I want to put this up for everybody, www.CFGG, stands for Community Foundation of Greater Greensboro.org, and for the radio listening audience, again, CFGG.org. Please check that out. Check out the initiatives, check out ways to donate, to give, to get involved to the Community Foundation of Greater Greensboro. Athan, Camille, thank you for all you do.
Thank you so much, Jim.
We'll be right back after this.
ACC sports fans.